and that is trucking, literally, that first mile and last mile. Nearly 1/3 of the freight on American roadways is used to transport agricultural products. Think about that. That's pretty significant. These products are moving from the fields to the marketplaces. That corn just doesn't crawl to the elevators, you all know. It's got to be hauled. The slaughterhouses, the food processing, manufacturing facilities, distribution centers, and retailers of all shapes and sizes. Every time you sit down at a table, that food you're consuming got there at some point on a truck. And a significant percentage are going to ports and other points of entry to other countries as well. So transportation is absolutely a vital link to our exports and our trade, and we have a vested interest in trade at USDA. Exports are responsible, as you know, for about 1/5 of U.S. farm income. That's a significant portion. Exporting agricultural commodities drives rural economic activity. You know that our rural communities, our folks out there on Main Street in rural America do pretty good when our farmers are thriving. We saw that certainly in those great years from 8 to 13. Exporting that supports more than 1 million American jobs on and off the farm. And I've told the farmers from the beginning, we have a commitment to USDA. If you grow it, we're going to do our best to sell it. And I just told Undersecretary Ted McKinney yesterday, I welcomed him back to USDA. I hadn't seen you in 3 weeks. He said, I'm in that 1 Million Mile Club. Just got back from Indonesia again, knocking on doors, trying to find new markets for agricultural products. In the 2017-18 marketing year, the United States is projected to export more than 1/4 of the grain that we produce. Think about these numbers. That includes about half of U.S. grown wheat and soybeans, and 16% of U.S. grown corn. We need markets. We need transportation to get us there. But to get those goods to our customers abroad, we must have an efficient transportation system for our borders, to our borders, from our borders to our ports, all origins and destinations in between. Simply put, our nation's freight transportation networks and services must be as high performing as the producers and world class, so that agricultural producers can be competitive and stay competitive with other countries. Other countries are building up, as you know, their agricultural transport capacities to reduce the cost of the goods they're selling. We're all taking that competitive marketplace, and we cannot take it for granted that our international customers will choose to buy from American farmers when other nations are offering their products at lower prices. And we all know it's a tough marketplace out there in agriculture and in transportation. And I think we all have been to anywhere of these other growing countries, whether it's the Black Sea area or South America, and we know one of the huge advantages we have in America, in the United States, is a great infrastructure for logistics that make us competitively worldwide. This globally competitive environment impacts our nation's economy in many positive ways, but it also poses unique challenges as well. Ag Transportation Team USA must be prepared, practiced, and performed with every player executing every play flawlessly. As a University of Georgia graduate, I hate to brag on Nick Saban from Alabama, but if you follow his program, he says if every member on the team will perform their individual job seamlessly, you will win. And that's what it is with the producing and transportation. We've got to fit together like a hand in glove to get the job done. So let's look at our a few of the players, and let's talk about some individually. I don't do this to pit us once against the other. I want to use a metaphor today I think we'll all understand. I know many of you on these various sectors are represented in the room today, but I want to think about a relay race that we're running in agriculture. You each take a baton of agricultural abundance and race it to the next runner to hand it off, adding value to the chain at each step of the way.